Hey guys, Wade Willis here for Wade's Weeb Reviews, here to talk to you guys today about the newest episode for The Mandalorian titled The Marshal. All of us have been super excited waiting for this new season, and boy did this deliver. This was probably my second or third favorite episode of The Mandalorian as a whole. I was really impressed with the pacing and how exciting this was, and we actually had some really interesting world building I'm going to get into as well. Now, before I go any further, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm going to be covering The Mandalorian, doing episode reviews and breakdowns like this one here, and I'm also going to be doing prediction videos as well, like the day or two before the next episode. And if you like the video, please leave a like. Mando and the child, they show up at these Gamorrean fights, and this was pretty cool. They did show some fights in the first season, but I actually liked these a lot. They had some like axe things. This was really, they were pretty cool and really a lot more graphic than I expected for the fights. And of course, Mando gets ambushed. The guy who ambushes him, he was supposed to get information on another Mandalorian. He does this because he wants the Beskar armor. And we do know that this is very valuable and it's very rare. We know how big of a deal this armor is. A hilarious part, and they actually show this in the previews. You see like Baby Yoda like close his little carriage up. Baby Yoda does this because he sees that Mando, like while he's surrounded, he presses a button and it's actually like his little rocket thing. I can't remember the name of that device exactly. If one of you guys remembers, please let me know in the comments below. But Mando goes ham, ends up beating the hell out of all these guys, and then catches this dude and gets all the information out of him. And we find out the Mandalorian is in Tatooine. Now for me, I've watched and read so many Star Wars things. There's so many worlds that they can choose to go to. I wasn't super excited that they were going to Tatooine. I feel like we've kind of overdone Tatooine. But that's just me. I know a lot of people like it a lot, but we're getting the Obi-Wan show, which I'm sure is going to take place majority in Tatooine when they're not having the flashbacks. So I'm like, all right, this world we're really overdoing it in my opinion, but nevertheless they decide to go there, and we meet up with that lady who fixed his ship previously, who has the crazy perm and who loves Baby Yoda. Now, this part, she is really funny. Personally, I thought they kind of overdid it with her a bit in this part. Like, she did a few jokes, liked them, but it was like, I feel like they were hammering it too hard. It was just one after another, and not all of them were that funny, in my opinion. I did like it and I did chuckle, but that's just me, and I need to critique a few things in this episode. But I did like it. She's hilarious, but I thought they like overdid it a bit. Maybe once they got to the point where she's like waiting for the droid, I just didn't find that funny. If they wouldn't have done the jokes before, maybe it would have been funnier. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm sure some of you will disagree with me. Go ahead and let me know, but that's just my thoughts. So he learns that he needs to go to a place, I believe it's pronounced Maz Belgo. He goes there. It's tiny. How this town even stays afloat, I don't exactly know. Apparently it's an old mining town and stuff. And then he meets this guy who's wearing some of Boba Fett's armor. And they're about to fight, and then we see that there's this huge dragon monster thing that's eating stuff in the town. And Mando and him come up with a deal. Hey, like, I'll kill that thing. I'll help you kill that thing, and then you give me the armor. So I don't know if that's that good of a trade for Mando personally, but whatever. Now I liked there was a big theme. There's a big theme in this show as a whole, and they've gotten into a little bit with the Empire falling, and then there's a huge power vacuum. And in a lot of these like outer rim places, just because the Empire falls doesn't mean things it doesn't mean that things actually get better. And in this little town, this mining collective kind of takes it over, and they're just killing people. It's horrible. To be honest, probably for this town, it's worse for the town with the mining collective taking over for the Empire. That's just my opinion. But yeah, that is a common theme in this show, and I think that's really good that they're diving into that, because a lot of people like to think, oh, when the New Republic took over, everything's like amazing, and that's usually not how it goes. Like when America overthrew the British government, it wasn't great in America for a while. We came up with the Articles of Confederation; those sucked. Then we had to come up with a Constitution, and America was not doing well financially. So there's a lot of issues that happen when you do overthrow a government, even if it is a tyrannical government. A lot of places end up getting kind of taken over by people who are just as bad or maybe worse. I don't remember in the previous season if we knew that Mando could communicate with Tusken Raiders. If we did, let me know in the comments, guys, and tell me what episode it was in. But I don't remember us knowing that, and I thought that was a cool thing that they added in. And the Tusken Raiders also want to get rid of this huge dragon thing that looks like a shark dragon kind of to me. But they call it the Great Dragon. Tusken Raiders want to get rid of it too. So this town who has been fighting the Tusken Raiders is going to have to join with the Tusken Raiders to be able to kill this thing. And I thought this was cool. Again, there's not that many episodes in the season. In a perfect world, I would have liked them to kind of dive into how difficult it would have been for them to join forces a little bit more. But again, I'm splitting hairs. I thought it was cool. They did show how especially the people from the town didn't trust the Tusken Raiders. The Tusken Raiders were more willing to join quickly. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, the final duel with the Great Dragon, I wasn't paying attention at the time. I just expected that they were going to lead us into it and then kind of blue ball us and not have it be resolved. But I was incredibly surprised, and that fight was fantastic. Interesting how we got to see the different tactics. We got to see Mando and Timothy Oliphant's character. They're both using their jetpacks, and we're seeing kind of the Tusken Raiders' very primitive weaponry, but that's coming into play and actually helping in certain situations. I love the fight. Mando, obviously, it looks like he's sacrificing himself to save everyone. Uses some electrical charge in there, and then blows up the Great Dragon. But yeah, I love the fight. Honestly, one of the coolest fight sequences in the Mandalorian period. It was probably my favorite so far, and I don't know about you guys, but it really brought me back to like Game of Thrones with people fighting the dragons and stuff. Maybe that's why I liked it even more. But I thought it was really cool, and I was impressed with how crazy the Great Dragon was in that. My two favorite Easter eggs that were in this episode were obviously Boba Fett's armor, and there's all the rumors that Boba Fett's going to show up in this season. I'm fairly certain that that is going to happen, and I think it's pretty much confirmed because the actor who plays Boba Fett is supposed to he's supposed to be in an episode, and I believe what the Marshal Timothy Oliphant's character, he was the thing he was using as a speeder. I'm fairly certain it's a piece of Anakin's old pod racer from the Phantom Menace. But I know it's from a pod racer for sure, but I'm fairly certain it's from Anakin's old pod racer. If you guys know which pod racer it is for sure, comment below, let me know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Anakin's, and I thought that was pretty cool. It would have been. I hate that this is pod racing line in in the Phantom Menace, but I would have loved if somehow they slipped that in this episode. It would have been kind of funny to actually put that in there. But yeah, guys, I'd love to know what you guys thought about the episode. Did you like it as much as me? I know I kind of critiqued some things, but I did love the episode. I thought it was amazing, but again, I'm being a bit nitpicky on some of the things I brought up. But what did you guys like? What did you not like? Let me know.